today on Rappler. President Marcos orders the wage board to reassess workers' average salaries, citing the continually rising prices of goods. The Philippine Coast Guard says China elevated tensions in the West Philippine Sea after it used jet stream pressure to harass Philippine vessels in the Panatag Shoal. Pharmaceutical company Belken Pharma denies allegations of being a pyramid scheme, but admits it gave incentives to doctors who were shareholders. Former U.S. President Donald Trump is fined $9,000 for violating a gag order in his hush money trial. And P-pop girl group BINI cuts its show short in Dagupan City after some fans fainted due to extreme heat. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. marks Labor Day in the Philippines with an order to reassess workers' average salaries, citing the continually rising prices of goods.
I call on the regional tripartite wage and productivity boards to initiate a timely review of the minimum wage rates in their respective regions, with due consideration to the impact of inflation, amongst others.
The RTWPB set the minimum wages per region. In Metro Manila, the minimum wage is 610 pesos per day, but inflation has eroded its real value. Economic think tank Ibon Foundation says as of January this year, a family of 5 in the capital region needs 1,193 pesos per day to live decently. Ibon Foundation insists a wage hike would result in better economic activity. The Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea says the China Coast Guard's use of jet stream pressure from water cannons elevated tensions in the West Philippine Sea. 3 China Coast Guard vessels aimed their water cannons at 2 Philippine vessels en route to Panatag Shoal or Bajo de Masinloc in the West Philippine Sea. PCG spokesperson Commodore J. Tariela says this is the first time the Coast Guard vessel has been subjected directly to water cannons with that degree of pressure. Tariela says the water pressure was strong enough to bend the metal railings of the BRP Bangkao, a ship of the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. The PCG's BRP Bagakay was also damaged. But Tariela says China's use of high water cannon pressure is still not considered an armed attack, amid questions about what could trigger the Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty with the United States. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. previously said the treaty could be invoked only when a Philippine serviceman is killed in such an encounter. Pharmaceutical company Belken Pharma denies allegations it is a pyramid scheme, but admits it gave incentives to doctors who were also its shareholders. In a Senate hearing on Tuesday, April 30, Belken Pharma CEO Luis Raymond Go denies doctors received commissions from the company. This after reports that some doctors would prescribe certain brands that they could profit from in a scheme that's similar to multi-level marketing. Go denies this but admits the company gives incentives to doctors who prescribe its products. Incentives include educational assistance, both local and foreign, medical equipment, and overseas trips. Under the country's Generics Act, medical, dental, and even veterinary practitioners are to prescribe a drug's generic name, not specific brands. Private doctors are allowed to put their preferred brand, but those in government hospitals are required to only use generic names. Donald Trump is fined $9,000 for contempt of court on Tuesday, April 30, for violating a gag order imposed by the judge overseeing his criminal hush money trial. The former U.S. president is fined $1,000 for each of his posts that insulted likely witnesses and questioned the impartiality of the jury. The amount is just short of the $10,000 penalty prosecutors requested. Justice Juan Merchan says he would consider jailing Trump as the fine may not be enough to deter Trump from further violating the order. He also orders Trump to remove the statements from his Truth Social account and his campaign website by 2:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Trump is charged with falsifying business records to conceal a $130,000 payment to porn star Stormy Daniels in exchange for her silence about a sexual encounter she said she had with Trump in 2006. P-pop girl group BINI was forced to stop its show at the Dagupan Bangus Festival in Pangasinan on Tuesday, April 30, as an unconfirmed number of people in the audience fainted. Several group members posted about the incident. Reports say 10,000 people attended the concert. Videos posted on X under hashtag BINIXCokeStudioPH show clips of BINI asking people not to push one another and handing out water bottles to the audience. A user notes how the girls tried their best to help. Another user said medics had difficulty reaching those who needed help, but ABS-CBN News reported that medics and volunteers were able to attend to all of them. Dagupan City recorded the highest heat index in the country on April 30 at 48 degrees Celsius. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.